Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking. As we start our ascent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position.
Co-pilot here. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins.
Please enjoy our selection of in-flight entertainment we've selected for you today.
Thank you and enjoy the flight. This is Pilot School. Welcome back to Pilot School! Woo! Wow. We started because Lindsay told me that she needed a minute. So
yeah, I told
decided...
him I needed a second, and then he goes, 1, 2, 3.
Here we are at Pilot School, fresh off of Late Night with Seth Meyers.
Yeah!
If you tuned in last Monday night, you probably didn't see or hear me or Lindsay, but we were there, front row.
They cut out Calvin's solo. They cut out the part where we went up on stage and we were interviewed.
By Seth Meyers himself.
They cut out the part where Seth Meyers left his wife for me. No, just kidding.
They cut out the part where Seth Meyers also appeared on our show, which is weird. They cut that out of our show.
Oh, we lost the footage. Yeah, they just completely, stole it.
Mm-hmm. We lost the footage in this audio medium.
Nick Cage came and stole it.
A
super important document.
We also talked about in the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah,
so he took that.
So he took it.
In real life news, though, I won us VIP tickets to front row Seth Meyers.
By doing the Macarena.
Yeah.
Genuinely, it was super cool.
The MVC pages came out, and they were trying to get everyone, lively before Seth started. And it was a Monday, so nobody was having it. So this guy was just, floundering out there. He was like, hey, we're going to have a dance competition. Come on, who wants to do a dance? And, he was doing that for, a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And I just felt bad. So
yeah. I told Calvin not to do it. I was like, oh, my God, don't.
And had I followed your advice, we would not have won VIP tickets.
We would not have been front row. We wouldn't have had super fan tickets.
And it would have been your fault.
It would have been my fault.
When somebody else won those tickets, I would have blamed you. I would have savaged you. This is Pilot School. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Did we do anything else fun this week that we can talk about?
No.
No, we went to Sonic, and that's about it.
Yeah, we had great Sonic last night.
We did, and we found out that it's just a restaurant for furries. But that's just a theory. A game theory.
A Sonic theory.
Yeah.
I got a kids meal, and the lady looked at me weird. She's like, "You want the kids?" I was like, "It's so much cheaper, and I get one less chicken tender. I get tater tots.
Bitch, you don't know my life.
And a toy, and an apple juice.
You should have said that.
I should have got the high C.
You should have got the high C.
I should have got the high C.
The orange lava burst. Is that what they had?
I don't know. It just said
That's
high
what they had
C.
at McDonald's. Probably just a fruit punch.
I almost got.
Why are we talking about the drink selection at Sonic?
I almost got a Happy Meal once, and that was the day.
Just once?
No, well, I wanted it that one specific day, but then my car started making noises, so I'm glad that I didn't order it because then my dad would have had to come pick me up and also see that I had a kids meal, a Happy Meal in my car.
Yeah.
Anywho,
this is Pilot School. It's a podcast.
I'm Lindsay.
I'm Calvin. And we're going to talk to you about some shows.
We, here on the show, if you haven't listened before, we both
Seth Meyers looking at you.
We both watch a pilot of a TV show and explain it to the other person and see if they can guess it or,
Or not.
Or not.
A lot of times we don't guess them when we just tell the other person what it was.
I think the first time that anyone ever guessed it was it episode 2?
No, it was episode 1. I immediately knew you were talking about the Cleveland show.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, that was right away.
Mm-hmm.
That was right away.
Yeah. But yeah, we we talk about shows, pilots of shows, and then we combine them into a wacky, fun new show.
New pilot.
It's wacky. So, without further ado, who went first last week?
I believe I did.
Yeah. So I go first.
Wait, did you go first last week?
Who knows and who cares?
I care.
Okay, do you want to go first?
I think you did.
Okay,
you went first,
okay,
so
so
I'll
you go first. You go first. Tell me about your show.
My awesome show.
What's it called?
Almost said it. I literally almost answered your question. Okay. So, I don't know, like, the pilot, it wasn't short, like, per se, but, like,
it was one of those hour pilots.
It was one of those pilots where, like, not too much happens. It's mostly, like, character development and kind of, like, opening up the plot for you.
Yeah.
Which will probably be the same in the next episode of this show.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's this model, and her name is going to be Paris.
Paris.
She's a lot like Paris Hilton.
Okay.
Like, very much. She's got this wonderful boyfriend who we're going to name Blue.
Like the Clues? Like
no,
Blue's Clues?
he's got beautiful eyes. And they're blue.
Blue eyes? Okay.
They're like shockingly blue. They're like your shirt. Eyes. Nobody can see, but like it's like your shirt.
I'm wearing if you look up Late Night with Seth Meyers merchandise, I'm wearing the blue shirt.
He is. So he's got super blue eyes and he's beautiful. And so Paris, I almost said her name. Not like that would make a difference. I don't know if you're gonna know it. So Paris gets in her beautiful car and she's just super like into herself.
Me too.
So she's in the car and she's on the phone and doing her lipstick and she crashes her car into a orange truck. So like it's like a whole bunch of oranges or like grapefruits. I don't remember if it was oranges or grapefruits.
Oranges or grapefruits. Okay. Is this a comedy? Is this funny or is it drama?
It's kind of
Did you
both.
hear the way I just said drama?
Or is it drama? It's kind of both, honestly. It's like it's made me cry. I've watched the whole series. It's made me cry plenty of times, but it's
Teen
also
Wolf.
funny. Yes, you got it. Teen Wolf, where Scott is a model and a female and crashes into a orange and becomes the Orange.
Yeah.
He becomes the annoying orange. Anyway.
No, that would have been a good mashup, though.
Yeah, thank you. So, next week, gonna watch the annoying orange pilot. No.
God.
So,
God bless.
So she dies.
Oh.
And I like how it was like
just like that,
yeah,
huh?
and then she's in heaven. Well, no, she's in the between heaven. Like, so she goes up to like this guy at a desk.
Down?
Yes. She goes up to
Stranger
this
Things.
guy at this desk, and he has to tell if you know she's been super good or super bad, which tells if she goes to heaven or hell.
It's super bad.
Yeah, it's super bad. McLovin is Paris. So she goes up to this guy, and we're gonna name him. I don't want to say his name is so like general, but like I love him so much. He's like my favorite character. So I'm gonna name him.
If you don't say a name, I'm gonna come up with one.
No, because then you're gonna like make me hate the name.
Tony Meatballs.
No, his name's not Tony. You know what? His name's just gonna be Angel. Because he's an angel.
Alright.
His name is Angle.
Angle?
No, his name's Angel.
That's what we call my friend Angle. Angle? We call my friend Angel from high school. We call him Angle. Because of an unfortunate misspelling of his own name.
That's what I figured, yeah. That's
no,
why I
he
said
spelled
Angle.
his own name wrong once.
Oh my god.
It was great.
So, she goes to this angel called Angel, and he says that she hasn't been good, but she hasn't been bad. So he labels her a 0. I put that in air quotes. He labels her a 0 because she hasn't been good and she hasn't been bad.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just kind of like stuck. So he can't really decide where she's supposed to go.
Yeah.
And she sees a button on his computer that says return. So she's like, it's like how like on a laptop, you know, like the space button. It's kind of, it says like return. And so she clicks it.
She touches the angel's computer?
She presses the button.
Is the angel's name Peter? Like St. Peter?
No.
Oh, okay.
His name's Fred.
Fred,
That's not going to give it away.
Oh, no, it didn't.
And he's my favorite. So, she presses the button on Angel's computer and gets sent back. But she doesn't get sent back to her own body.
Oh.
Because another person just died. And she gets put into this person's body.
Uh-oh.
Whoopsie doodle.
Trading places.
And so now this model is
kind of racist movie starring...
Places.
Who was
Wife
that movie?
swap.
Who was in Trading Places?
I don't know. Oh,
Dan Aykroyd was in it, I think.
No, isn't it like Jennifer Aniston and someone else? Oh, I'm thinking of a different movie where they switch bodies.
Probably.
Anyway.
No, they don't switch bodies. They switch places in this movie. It's where it's trading places.
Anywho, so now this model gets put in this lawyer's body.
Oh no!
We're gonna name.
That's not a good place for a model to go.
No, we're gonna name her. I don't know.
Just give me a name.
We're gonna name her. I don't know. Why can't I think of names?
Debbie. Is her actual name
No,
Debbie?
this is the model's name. The model's name is Deb. Her name is Debbie. No. So,
all right.
You know what? Forget it. You don't know the show.
I don't.
Her name is Jane.
Jane the Virgin.
No. So she gets put in Jane's body, and so now she's, she's a lawyer, but she has obviously no memory of being Jane. So she goes back to work, and it turns out she's working with Blue. Blue works at the same firm. Blue was
Debbie's boyfriend.
Yeah, was Deb's boyfriend.
Okay. Who's
now a widower.
Yeah.
Is it still called a widow?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It's still. I mean, they weren't married, so he's just a grieving boyfriend.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
But so she kind of
a recluse, let's call it.
No.
It's a different kind of spider.
Oh, okay. So he's grieving, and so she sees him and she's like, oh my god, I'm working in the same firm as my old boyfriend, but she can't tell anyone. So Angel, or Fred, because that's his actual name, Fred comes down, and now he's her guardian angel, and she goes to her old best friend's house and has to convince her that it's her, but she's just in a different body now.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird thing.
But it's such a good show, and it does get really dramatic because she's obviously still in love with Blue, who I don't even need to use the code names anymore. His name's Grayson.
I know it now. I'm just kidding.
I was like, no, you don't. I said all their names. And so and Jane is plus size. So now this model has to come to terms with not being
bigger,
this tiny little thing anymore. Yeah,
Ooh,
not being a model anymore. So she's got to come to terms to love herself, no matter what body she's in.
Love someone else's self.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so fucked up.
It's such a good show too, because then she gets to know Jane's mom, and love her, and then have to talk to her own mom.
Whoa.
But as someone else, So it's all this. It's so good, and then she becomes a super good lawyer. She's actually a really good lawyer because she remembers. The thing is the way they kind of play it off is that it's different parts of your brain with the memories and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Memories versus knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Literally exactly that. So she knows.
I'm writing this show.
Yeah, she knows all this lawyer stuff, but she doesn't have Jane's memories of her life.
Okay.
So she's got her own memories of her life, but she still knows all this lawyer.
That'd be really weird if Jane was married.
She wasn't.
But it would be weird if she was.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what goes on in the show is her falling in love with someone else because she thinks Grayson would never love her, even though Grayson starts to fall for Jane, but he doesn't know that Jane is Deb, and it's just it's actually a really good show. I got invested.
Okay.
Yeah, so super good.
Is that the whole pilot?
Yeah.
Okay.
So not I did talk about stuff that happens in other episodes, but I said later on in the show he falls in love with her, so it's not
So all that happens is she hits an orange truck and dies, and then goes back and gets in somebody else's body, and she's a lawyer.
Yeah, and she sees her best friend, has to convince her that she's her.
Okay.
Which she does, and her best friend's the only person that knows, and Fred, because he's her guardian angel. Fred is great. He's my favorite. He's literally my favorite character.
Let's see. Guardian Angel, It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes. No. It's kind of like that, though, a little bit.
Jimmy Stewart's Wacky Ride. Wacky Wide. God.
No. I mean, you don't know it, so I don't think you're going to guess it.
Hang on. Is it Pushing Daisies?
No.
Okay.
It's got kind of a clever name. I like the name. You might know the name of the show. Maybe not.
Undead.
No.
iZombie.
No. I'm just literally like, no.
Seinfeld.
Yes. That's
All right.
it.
We got it.
We got it, Seinfeld.
Jerry, I'm in Kramer's body.
Oh my god, no.
Oh.
Do you just want me to tell you now?
Give me a hint.
It's like something that they call a model. And
Pretty?
also has to do with being dead.
Pretty?
Pretty? No. It's kind of like a term. Like, oh, she's a...
Skeleton lady.
Actually, no. It's actually like, you referred to someone in the last episode as this. But like not the whole term. Like one part of the term. Oh, she's a
bimbo.
No. Did you ever say bimbo on this show? You just did.
I don't know, give it to me.
It's called Drop Dead Diva.
Drop Dead Diva. Oh.
It's really
That's
good.
clever because she's drops dead
and
also
is a diva.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a really good show.
Drop Dead Diva.
And it's got one of the best later
cut
on
that
in the
part
show.
out.
Yeah.
I don't want
no,
that to be
I want
in
that
the
in
show.
there. Put that at the end like 8 times. Like as a song. Make it into a song. Put it at the end.
Well, because it's like Jukebox Hero.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
No, but later on in the show, they have one of the best renditions of the song from Ghost, where it's like, oh, my love, my darling.
I don't know the song that you're talking about.
For your touch. Oh my god. I'm gonna be so angry at myself. I'm gonna search it.
Alright, I'm already angry at
and
yourself.
And then we'll pause this, and I will search it so that I'm not searching for like 8 minutes. Because, well, I'll explain why they like have it.
Yeah.
So later on in the show, spoiler alerts, guys. Grayson's trying to figure out if Jane is Deb because he's kind of got like a hint, like he knows. He's kind of figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
So Deb's favorite movie was Ghosts, and whenever she heard this song, she'd cry. So he like makes a guy play it on the piano, like pays the guy to play it on the piano to see if Jane will cry. And Jane's like, oh no, like I don't really care for the movie because like she doesn't want him to know.
Yeah.
Because now she's engaged to a different guy.
Shit.
As Jane. And, so...
Why?
But then, well, because, a whole bunch happens. Grayson starts dating someone else. It's this whole thing.
Ooh.
That was a great reaction to it. That's me. And so...
Also, I re-listened to some old episodes. I realized I just, randomly burp in the middle of them. I'm so sorry to our listening audience.
It's called Unchained Melody.
Okay. Great
song. Can't believe you haven't heard it.
Yeah.
Play it for you later. Everyone knows this song.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, so, she doesn't want him to know it's her, and so, he plays the song, and then he, gets up, and then she cries.
Yeah, I have heard about this show, by the way.
You have?
Yeah, you said the name, and it rang a bell for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix, of course.
Drop Dead Diva. Check it out today.
Do.
At your local video rental store.
It's a really good show.
Yeah.
Super good.
Okay, so Drop Dead Diva. We got one.
She's dead. She's a diva.
we got a live one.
No, we don't.
Oh, boy. Alright, my turn then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay, let's hear about your pilot.
Okay, my show. It's about these 2 kids, right? And they're having a summer.
I already know what it is.
What?
I already know what it is.
You really?
It's Phineas and Ferb.
No! It's not Phineas and Ferb.
You said it's 2 kids and they're having a summer, so I was like...
No, you're way off.
Summer vacation.
You're
I almost
way
said
off.
Phineas and Ferb.
Go
on.
You're way off. Okay.
They build a roller coaster in their
They
backyard.
don't build a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
They're normal teens. They're I think 13. So they're kind of antisocial, and they just their parents are you guys need some time just in the woods, go to camp or something,
what?
Learn some stuff, They want to
learn something from this.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's from America's Next Top Model. Huge,
Okay.
It's Tyra's Freakout. It's a huge famous.
Oh yes, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Learn something from this. Okay, I'm done.
Tyra Banks yells at them, and then they go to They go for the rest of the summer. They go to live in the woods with their great uncle.
I know what it is.
Yeah, okay.
But keep going.
I should have just said uncle, though.
Well, I still would have gotten it.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, keep going.
Okay, they go to live in the woods with their great uncle, and so they just get shipped off there, and the girl is
Street
just
life on deck.
Oh, fuck, you got it.
Okay, go ahead.
The girl, Zach.
Mosby is there. Mosby is there.
No, the girl is just like looking for love in all the wrong places.
Aww,
you know.
I love her.
She gives one boy a note, and it says, "Will you go out with me?" And then the three options are yes, definitely, and absolutely.
Oh my god.
And then it like pans over to her behind the counter, and she's like, "I rigged it."
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love her.
So she's just like flirting with.
What's her name?
What's her name?
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Shooting Star.
Okay.
Her name's Shooting Star.
And what's her brother's?
Her brother's name is Pine Tree.
And what's their great uncle's name? Because you know what I almost called him. What's their great uncle's name?
What's their... Okay, you fucking know what it is.
I know.
His name is... Lee.
That's my dad's name.
Yeah. His name's Lee.
Are you calling my dad old?
No.
Okay.
I'm calling this old man Lee.
Okay.
So
calling my dad uncle. Go ahead. I'm done.
He's kind of a cheapskate. He owns like a tourist trap kind of shop, with like magical creatures in it, but it's like a bust of a rabbit with like deer antlers badly taped to it. You know, it's like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like people still come and check it out. And there's also these two workers who work for them. One of them's named Jesus, and he's cool.
I love him.
Yeah, he's cool. He kind of sounds like this dude.
Yeah. Why'd you call him Jesus?
Because that's his actual name.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
His name is Jesus.
Oh, okay.
And they shorten it to just Seuss.
Okay.
So then there's the other girl. There's the other girl who works in the shop, and her name is...
I love her.
Spicy.
She is very spicy.
She is. She's
a little flannel
spunky.
wearing babe.
She's spunky. Yeah.
She's babe.
She's good. So Lee gives Pine Tree a flyer to put up in the dark part of the woods, like the dark, spooky part of the woods. Mm-hmm. It's actually exactly how he describes it.
The dark, spooky part of the woods?
Yeah, he's like, go put up these flyers in the dark, spooky part of the woods. And like, Pine Tree's like, oh man, I don't want to go out there. I get weird feelings out there. Just last week I went out there and my mosquito bite spelled out beware on my arm. And Lee looks at it and he goes, that says bewarb. And it does say bewarb.
That's so funny. Bewarb.
Yeah. So he goes out and is hanging these flyers, and then like there's a metal tree, and it's like, what? So he like opens it, like he knocks on it, and then finds out there's like a secret panel, and like opens it up, and there's like a switch in there. So like
naturally he presses
the switch.
Oh,
yeah, and like it's like a Zelda like surprise noise comes on,
nice.
like do 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 do. You know. I won't edit that one in because I'm afraid we're gonna get copyright striked for.
What was it that you said last time? Where it was
where we did the other Zelda noise? Yeah. That was of course Nay's Anatomy.
Oh yeah. That was so funny.
Which we're gonna talk about every episode now.
Oh yeah. It's our like best pilot yet. So.
Yeah. So
I think this one might be good.
Yeah, in that little panel on the ground, he finds this book, this notebook, that has a 6-fingered hand on the front of it and the number 3 in it. Mm-hmm. And it's got like all the secrets of this town that they're staying in.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. It's got like all the secrets and like all the monsters that are living there, because there's monsters living there. They haven't seen any yet, but now they know.
Yeah.
There's monsters living here. And he's like opening up and reading it, and he's like, whoa, this is so cool. And he shows his twin sister, and she's like, wow, that's so cool. And then the doorbell rings, and Pine Tree is like, oh, who's that? And Shooting Star is like, oh, that's my new boyfriend. I just met him. And then, like, the guy walks in. Oh, wait, before the guy walks in, there's a really funny moment where Pine Tree was just sitting in a chair in the living room reading the book. And Lee...
Pine Tree is his name?
Pine Tree.
Okay. I feel like I don't remember you saying that was his name.
Yes.
Okay.
I said it like 4 times already.
When you said that, I was thinking of the metal tree.
No.
Talking
Okay.
to her? Okay, got it.
Okay, so Pine Tree is like reading this book in this chair, and Lee comes up and he goes, "Hey, what you reading, sport?" And he like panics and puts the book away and just picks up whatever magazine is next to him, and it's a copy of Gold Chains for Old Men Monthly.
Oh my goodness.
And his great uncle is just like, "That's a good issue."
That's funny.
Yeah, it's really very good. So then the boyfriend comes in with Shooting Star, and he's just weird. He's very pale. He's wearing all black, like a black hoodie, and he's got just like a little red mark on his face, and Pine Tree's like, "Hey, are you bleeding?" And he's just like, "It's jam." So...
Wait, I thought this was Spicy's boyfriend.
No, this is a different character.
Oh, wow.
From the first episode.
They sound the
yes.
same. They've got kind of like the same...
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
character,
It's kind of
like,
weird.
yeah.
But, like, they're not the same character, which you will find out. Pine Tree looks up in his journal and is like, "Oh my god, my sister is dating a zombie."
Yes.
And she wants it to be a vampire.
Oh,
she really wants it to be a vampire.
I love her so much.
Yes.
I love her.
But he's like trying to convince her that she's dating a zombie.
Yeah.
And before he can do anything about it, like, her boyfriend takes her into the woods and is like, "I have something very important to ask you, and don't freak out." And don't, she literally says like, "I know what you are," and then like he takes off his hoodie and she does. He takes off his hoodie and she does not know what he is because he's 5 gnomes stacked on top of each other.
Are you kidding me?
And like
No, he's not a zombie. He's
No.
just 5 gnomes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So the gnome on top, who was the head, just like jumps down and like pulls out a ring. He's like, "Haha, you want to be the gnome queen?" He's got like a completely different voice now.
I feel like she'd be such a good gnome queen.
Yeah, but she's like, I want to date a human boy."
Oh my god.
So then they kidnap her, and Pine Tree has to then steal the golf cart that they use to drive around the uncle's tourist trap.
Okay.
And Jesus gives him 2 things. He gives him, I think one of them was a rake, just like doing groundskeeping. He's like, "This is in case you meet a zombie." And then he hands him a baseball bat and says, "This is in case you see a piñata." That was a good joke. So then Pine Tree has to go save his sister, and they're just like fighting off these gnomes. And they're just these little guys, and then they all form together into a really big gnome.
Okay.
And they chase them on this golf cart, like, all the way everywhere, like, all around the town, but, like, nobody sees them. Nobody sees these gnomes, because they're secrets. It's weird how, like, nobody else in town sees anything. But the gnomes chase him and, like, corner him at the shack. I called it the shack.
You did, but I already know what it is,
yeah. So then the way that...
Is it a suspicious shack? Or...
I'd call it mysterious.
Ah, yes. The mysterious shack.
The Shack of Mystery, let's call it.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
So then Shooting Star pulls out a leaf blower and sucks up the main gnome, and then shoots him into the rest of the gnomes, and they all kind of blow up and scurry away like scared dogs.
Oh!
Yeah, that's how they beat the gnomes.
Nice.
And then they hug it out, and at the end of the episode, the great uncle, they walk back into the store, and the great uncle's like, I over-ordered merchandise. You can each pick out one thing, but do it before I change my mind. So Pine Tree gets a hat with a pine tree on it.
Oh, that's where that... Okay.
And Shooting Star gets a grappling hook.
Of course.
Yes.
I love her
and that's
so
episode
much.
1, and you know what it is.
It's...
Johnny Test.
Yeah, I was trying to think of another show to, like... It's Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Gang.
Yeah, no.
It's Gravity Falls.
It is, on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shows of all time.
Sounds like Disney XD.
Yeah, it's very good. Okay, but I called them like Shooting Star and Pine Tree because like that's like their code names in the show. So like, like there's like as the show goes on, spoiler alert, there's like a big like conspiracy thing that they have to unveil, and like they're all part of the prophecy. Like his Pine Tree hat, Mabel's Shooting Star sweater. Like, they all have different symbols that are associated with them, and, like, they show up throughout the show, so I just use those.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I asked a question before I knew what it was. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll find out.
You knew what it was, like, immediately.
When we rewatch it, yeah.
Yeah.
When we rewatch. When we re-listen. When we listen.
You get to now combine
I already have an idea in my head.
All right. Now, let me tell you something, though. There was an episode of Gravity Falls where Dipper and Mabel switched bodies.
I think I've seen that episode before.
Yeah, there was an episode where that happened.
Well,
and it's very funny because Grunkle Stan talks to like Mabel and Dipper's body about like the changes that boys go through.
Oh my god. No, I think my idea was that Deb dies, gets put into Grunkle Stan's body.
Oh no!
And now she's gotta run the Mystery Shack.
That's so bad.
And
I also called Grunkle Stan Lee because his name is Stanley.
Oh. The name of the show.
Well, let's flesh it out a little bit first. Okay. So Deb dies because it becomes Grunkle Deb, and like she can immediately tell Dipper and Mabel about this because they've seen some shit. It's just hey, what's up? I'm not your Grunkle. I'm
Deb.
Super Myrtle. Super Myrtle.
I'm
a Super Myrtle. My name's Deborah. Deborah. All right. So she just tells Dipper and Mabel about it, and they're like, but where's Stan? And she's like, Stan's in hell.
Yeah, probably.
And the whole series is about them trying to get Stan back so he can get his body.
That's cool.
And they're trying to get Deb her body back.
Yeah. I really want to think of a name for this.
How does Grunkle Stan die first?
I feel like he dies in, like, a generic way. Like, they go through so much, like, stuff, so he just, like, dies of, like, a heart attack or something, like, really, like, something really simple.
Liver failure.
Yeah, like, he, like, trips and falls down the stairs or something. Like, it's just, like, a way, like, someone
He trips and falls down his secret stairs.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, yeah. Have you watched the show, the whole show?
That makes a whole new meaning to Gravity Falls, am I right?
I hate
No, I have not watched the whole series. I watched a few episodes.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up. I didn't have Disney Channel.
Can I watch it with you? Because it's like legitimately one of my favorite pieces of television.
Yeah, we watched the ending.
Oh yeah, we did watch the ending.
Because memes.
Yeah, we watched. Check it out on YouTube. One of my favorite memes is the Gravity Falls ending, but with Ocean Man by Ween. Okay, back to the show at hand, though.
Yeah.
So they're trying to save Grunkle Stan from hell.
Yeah.
How do they get to hell?
The secret stairs.
That would make sense because he's got like some shit down there. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but like
that's okay.
He's got some shit down there that like would probably allow them to go to hell.
Yeah, so they just go
Oh, it's a kids show. They got to go to heck.
Yeah. They go to HE double hockey sticks. Everyone's playing hockey down there.
And just everyone in hell.
You have to play hockey.
Yeah, that's
hell.
That's hell. Is like you're constantly in a game of hockey. Yes.
Yeah. So naturally, Grunkle Stan is like the coach. Like he's not playing hockey. He's the coach.
No, Grunkle Stan is not the. Grunkle Stan is playing hockey and is being fucking aggressive.
He's the goalie.
Yeah.
He gets in a fight all the time. The gloves come off.
He doesn't have a stick, he just has his fists.
And I feel like he'd be down there with Terry, who is Jane's assistant, who is amazing. She's I feel like Fred would be with them, but he's an angel, so he'd just be like very uncomfortable.
Fred inhabits Seuss's body because his name is Jesus.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And there's like enough room in there. There's like enough room in there because Seuss is like pretty dumb.
Yeah.
There's enough room in there for like
Fred's great.
2 minds.
You'd like him. You'd like Fred.
Yeah.
I can't speak. I said you'd like Fred.
You'd
like Fred.
Neither of us can just talk today.
No, it's not happening. Yep.
Okay, we got it. We got a show.
We got a show.
What happens in our first episode? Well, obviously, Deb is in Grunkle Stan's body.
She's in his body. She lets them know what's up.
She's got a wrinkly old man bod.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She's got to learn how to love that.
Yeah. We all have to learn how to love that, I think.
Our wrinkly old man bodies. Yep.
Yeah.
And then, so she...
And then Fred comes down and just, like, gets sucked up into Zeus.
Yep.
And then Dipper is like, fuck! And Mabel's like, watch your language. It, like, becomes a show for adults at that point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah. And, like, there's no reason for him to say fuck, he just does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just does.
Yeah.
Well, he watches Fred get sucked up into
Zeus's
body. Yeah.
What happened?
I'm trying to think of a name for this show.
What was yours called? Drop Dead Diva?
Yeah.
Drop Dead Grunkle.
Drop Dead Grunkle. Like, you have to say it like that way. Wait, because he falls down the stairs, so, like, literally drop dead Grunkle.
Fall down Grunkle.
Fall down Grunkle?
Yeah, I think...
Gravity stairs.
Fuck you.
Gravity sucks. Is, what it should be called.
Yeah.
Gravity sucks.
Gravity sucks. Drop Dead Grunkle really is funny.
It is funny.
I wanted it to be like drop something.
Drop.
Gravity drops.
Gravity drops? Gravity drops. That's it. Gravity drops your body down the stairs.
Yeah.
It's like in like parentheses is your body down
Gravity
the stairs.
drops the story of your body and some stairs.
And some stairs.
Like those, like, and some stairs is in parentheses inside the parentheses.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't like how long that title is.
It's just gravity drops.
Gravity drops?
Newton's third law.
Newton's...
It's the law of gravity.
Why don't we just call it Newton's third?
But I don't know if that's actually... I think Newton's third is whatever's in motion stays in motion.
Yeah.
There's a law of gravity.
We should just call it objects in motion.
But it's not...
Bodies
that's not
in
the
motion.
Same thing. Bodies at rest will stay at rest.
Bodies at Rest is a fucking good name for the show.
Dead.
Yeah.
It's Bodies at Rest.
Okay.
That would be a really good name for, like, a show about zombies, though.
Yeah.
Bodies at Rest. Like, lazy zombies. Wow.
That would be
Okay, so
me as a
Calvin and I
zombie.
are going to go make our pilot for
Our actual
Bodies at
pilot
Rest.
of Bodies at Rest. So are we calling this one Bodies at Rest, though?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bodies
right?
at Rest.
Bodies at Rest.
It's cool. It's cool. It's hip. The kids love physics. So
And dead stuff.
the kids love Dead.
Kids love death.
You heard it here first, folks.
Kids love death.
Kids love dying.
Kids are evil.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Where did that hatred come from? Half of our listeners are kids. Hey,
No.
cast of Clue, I'm sorry.
They are teens. They are teens.
Hashtag teens?
Hashtag teens.
Hashtag teen
and
dab,
preteens.
though. Hashtag teen dab. Let's get that trending this week, guys.
Teen dab.
Hashtag teen dab. Alright, that's our fucking show.
Woo!
Hope you liked it.
I like how you're like, there are kids listening. And then instantly.
Yeah. I hope you liked it, you little shits.
No!
Shout outs. You want to say hi to anybody who was good this week? So be good for goodness sake.
No. I don't know.
Anyone sticking out to you?
Shout out to Rufus. He's
My pup.
he's been good.
He's
He's a good boy.
He's in the room.
Hi.
Lindsay's not
He
just
was
talking
looking
to
at
nobody
me.
like that.
He was looking at me and I love him.
I want to say hello to Chris
can we-
Markey,
Oh, okay.
James Markey's brother, Chris, who told me this week he listened to the first episode and thought it was... No, he thought it was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
He did think that it was a pretty stupid choice to go with Cleveland the first round, though.
Thank you. I wanted to start off strong.
Which I thought was a fair criticism.
Yeah, it is. It's a very fair. But,
firm but fair. Thank you, Chris, for listening.
Want to give out another shout out to No Spoilers because they shouted out
We should just do some messages back and forth each week.
They shouted us out. I can't speak. I'm very sorry. I'm just gonna be over here, dying. Yep.
Yep. That's it, huh?
No,
that's all you had to say?
Thanks for shouting us out.
Yes, thank you, Cal and Teddy.
We love you guys.
Yeah. All right, that's our show, folks.
Bye-bye. I love you. Love you so much.
Goodbye. Wait, we didn't say the thing. We landed this plane.
We did, kind of, yeah.
I love you.